Hi and welcome back. Right, we've got ahead of that convoy, and we are now trying to set up for another ambush. We have 4 torpedo tubes loaded, all steam variety in torpedo tubes 1 to 4. Let's just pop on the old periscope then. So they'll be over here somewhere. There you are, I see the smoke. It's night time, as you can see. And there they are. They all sort of jittered around for a bit. And they've all sort of sorted themselves out. I've done a couple of measurements. That was... This guy's a bit far back. This was a 1 minute timer. It is again 200 meters. So they're doing about 6.5 knots again. So that's all well and good. So we're looking to sort of... We're looking
Minimum
to...
speed ahead. Minimum speed ahead.
Oh, no. All stop. What's all that about? We're looking to... what's that? 650 meters. Perfect. We're looking to ambush them about there, if I got this right. Right, so let's just do 1,500... Or should we do 1,000? Let's do 1,000 meters. Maybe we'll do another one, which is 2,000 meters. Can we do 2? Yeah, we can if we try that again. That'll just give us a little banding ring so we know where we are. Oh, no. Okay, we're going to have to do it slightly away from that one. No. Oh, come on, please. Stop being so bloody fiddly. There we go. So if we go... There we go. Ah! This is determined to annoy me today. There we go. Good. So they're coming up to 2,000 meter ring mark now. So just gives us some bearing as well. We are still creeping forward a little bit. Hopefully we'll stop. We don't want to overrun where we want to go. But so far, so good. So that one is just coming into the... I'm guessing it's this one. Is it? Let's bring up that map. And we can then choose which targets we want to pick on. What's that one? That is that one. So this one is that one. That one. This is the one we want. This is the tanker. So let's set this up again.
Target marked.
It's the T3 tanker. Lovely. Bearing 72 range. Let's try and get this right. So about there. 2,400 meters. That's probably about right. Speed 7 knots, yeah. Angle of bow. Now, I was doing some weird things last time. I'm not sure what I was trying to achieve. I'm not sure. I think I was just having a lack of coffee moment. Right, so if we go for... We'll go to there. So that will be 56 when he gets there. So we know. When he gets to that line, he should be 56. So that's good. We'll have him set up and ready to go. So I think we're going to go for medium speed. Medium speed, please. Thank you. Maybe I'm thinking we want to chance another magnetic.
Torpedo depth set to 10 meters. Magnetic detonator.
It's relatively calm, isn't it?
Detonator switched on.
So I'm not too worried about it. It's he's going good, and this way the torpedo should be low enough not to strike one of the boats instead. Now that's not a dreadful thing if it was to strike another boat, but we do want these tankers. One thing I didn't do was show you what we sunk last time, did I? We sunk an intermediate tanker for 3,500 tons. We were rewarded 3,501 tons, so they slightly overloaded it. So he's coming up to that line now, so we can start marking in 56. He says. No, it's that way. Oh god, this is going to be awkward, is it? Don't make me type it in. I'll type it in, fine. I've been such a faff today. Why has everything been such a faff? I don't know. But that's locked in. Good. Good. We're probably going to wait till it comes to the 1,000 meter mark. And then we'll have a pop at it. This craft will probably get in the way. But that's fine. Oh, it's nice to have something to shoot at for a change. Now, I did have a little scoot, and I don't think it's this one, but it's some of these larger merchants at the back, not the tankers, but the larger merchants, do have some deck guns on them. So, yeah, we've got to be careful not to expose ourselves.
New contact, merchant, moving fast, closing, bearing,
Right,
7,
range,
0,
you're
long
saying
range.
2,400. Let's just have a quick rough guesstimate. 2,000. Okay, we need to sort this range out a little bit. Perfect. Much better. Obviously, these are the 2,000 marker rings from here. We were over here, so it's going to be slightly skewed from that point of view. Are these adjusting at all? They don't appear to be, but maybe it's just taking an age to do it. Anyway, we're going to wait a few more moments, let him come into a better firing position. One thing we did learn from last attack is that these do not up their speed for some reason. They seem to be constant about 6.5, 7 knots. So that's something we can bear in mind. Okay, he's quite close now. So, we'll flood tube 3. Tube 4 will set up as a fast impact
Set to 4 meters.
just to ram into the side of her.
Set to 5 meters. Torpedo set to
we'll flood that one as well.
meters. Flooding tube 4. Closing tube 4. Flooding tube 4.
Reckons we're about 81 degrees. It sounds about right. 60. Sorry, I had a bit of a moment there. There we go. Right, I think we're good to go. Fire.
Tube 3. Closing tube 3.
I'll keep an eye on tube 3. She should start to turn now. There we go. Lovely. We'll be
New
ready on
contact,
4.
Merchant, moving fast, closing, bearing, 6, 8, medium.
3 looks
range.
good. As long as the torpedo holds and detonates, we should have a good hit there. They've spotted us.
Task force sighted. Bearing 30.
Let's get the that underwater for a second, so they hopefully lose us. This is the next one we want to have a go at. So we'll set up for this one. Make sure that is the other tanker. It is, which is exactly what we want to go for. We know it's a T3 tanker, but we'll just get the confirmation. It helps with all the other calculations as well. Oh. There we go. Range. About 800 meters. Lovely. Speed 7 knots. Angle of bow. What does that say? 29. 28. That's pretty good. Got some. We might as well use torpedo tube 4 as we've got to set her up. We've got to set to medium. We'll go magnetic again.
Detonator switched on.
Set that below. Tube 2, tube 1, sorry. We'll set to fast. Impact.
Flooding tube 4.
Do that there, and we'll flood that one.
Set to 6 meters. Flooding tube 1. Wird bewässert. Closing tube 1. Wird geschlossen. Flooding tube 1. Wird bewässert.
No, there's lots of debris coming off that. She's looking a little bit heavier. Maybe we should have put 2 torpedoes into these. Okay, I'm going to angle that. I might put 2 torpedoes into this one. In a hope that we can get it killed pretty straightforward. Because I thought one sort of underneath the keel should bring in so much water that that should split it in half almost, but it hasn't. So we may well fire 2 torpedoes on this run. He's diverging from course slightly, as you would expect. They are ducking and diving, weaving and dealing. See, if this one slows right down because of the damage, I don't think it looks like it's going along unimpaired, really, which is amazing when you see how much debris is in the sea. But what we might do, if that does slow down, is be able to stalk them and then finish them off with the deck gun. There's searchlights spinning around the sea, so I don't think they have quite got a grasp of where we are. We're still creeping forward, even though our momentum has carried us quite a ways forward, actually. We don't seem to be able to stop, and I don't want to hit reverse thrust because that will send us turning off at an angle. It shouldn't, theoretically, but it always does. We're not 800 meters, are we? Why is this range doesn't seem to be sort of updating with anything else? 500 meters. Yeah, we're going to have to wait for this because we overshot the mark. We want obviously to be able to the time for the actual torpedo to turn a little bit, so we're going to have to wait for this ship to come along in front of us a little bit more. Right, almost there. Navigator targets calculated, angle of bow is 38. Speed 5 knots. Average speed 5 knots. Course 81. Average course. Angle of bow 38. That seems a little bit. Oh, it has maybe changed a little, somewhat. $54. No, 74. No, it's got to be 54, is it? No, that feels right. Right, torpedo tube 4. Fire.
Tube 4. Fire. Closing tube 4. Wird geschlossen.
It should be able to turn in time. Yeah. Yeah. Sweet. Sweet as a nut. Right, tube 1, just in case we need to get this one to turn as well. That's oh, red flare. Well, it's the first time I've seen a flare go up. Now, what does a red flare mean? Wounded on board, or does that mean we're evacuating ship? Yeah, what we got left? We've got 2 more in the forward torpedo tube. And we can get that one started to be loaded. See, she seems to be in more bother than the last one. Part of me says take the second shot just to finish her off. The other part of me says conserve your torpedoes.
Tube 1.
Fire.
Closing tube 1. Wird geschlossen.
Okay. She's hit. And there's another one here. No, that one.
Tracking new target.
Let's see what this is. This looks to have a gun on the front and on the rear. This is a modern cargo ship. Okay, fine. Don't want to go into any more detail than that. Range is probably going to be 1,000 meters. Yeah, that sounds about right. Angle of bow is he's going to be ramming us in a minute, isn't he? Angle of bow is we better wait for that one because see what transpires. Loads of debris. That looks like that's going down. The other one, however, doesn't. What do we... Quick stock take. 3 aft, 2 forward firing torpedoes. Right. Let's get the periscope down. We're going to hold, let them lose it, and hopefully get that tanker to sink.
Merchant, moving fast, moving away. Bearing 301, medium range.
Flooding tube
New
2. Wird bewässert. Torpedo depth.
Okay,
5
let's see if we can
meters.
quickly get a shot off on this one. We're turning around. He's actually going away from us, isn't he? Fire.
Tube 2. Closing tube 2. Wird geschlossen.
Ah, damn it. No, that's going to go behind him.
We have a task force inside. Bearing 349.
Yeah, it's going to skim his rear. Done. Right, okay. Let's do the same again. We'll get out of here. We'll get out of Dodge, as it were. And yeah, he's sped up. He sped up considerably. When I say they don't speed up, that one has a lot. That's fine. Right, what we might just do then is hold fire here with our old struggling tanker. See what the other ships do. If this tanker... Look at him go. Look at him go! It's like a rat up a drain pipe. Okay, so he changed his speed and his direction. So yeah, that torpedo did miss. But there we go. This tanker looks doomed. But we're just going to nurse it until she sinks. And then we'll continue to stalk the rest of this convoy. We want to get this tank... Look at him. He's really fired up his engines. Look at that. Goodness me. We have only 1 forward shot, but 3 aft shots, so all is not lost. We can certainly set up a couple of aft shots, even if we do a couple more ambushes along the way. She, I think, is just clinging on with dear life. She doesn't want to give up, though. She's fair enough. Oh, look at you, he's out of sight already. Incredible. Right, so yeah, we're gonna, actually no, we're not gonna look at that, that's gone. That's pretty much gone. Right, I'm gonna start setting up to follow this, and we'll see what the rest of this convoy decides to do, and we'll try and get ahead of them again once they've settled down and figured out which route they're gonna go. So I'll see you in a few. Hi everyone, welcome back. This tank has decided just to go straight in front of us. So
Flooding tube 3.
who are we to say
Torpedo depth.
no
set
to it?
5 meters.
Minimum speed ahead.
He's literally smack bang 90 degrees on. Medium speed. Fire.
Tube 3. Closing tube 3.
Wird geschlossen.
All looking good.
Torpedo is a dot, sir.
Okay. Well, that's all our forward fire torpedoes gone.
Task force sighted. Bearing 3, 2.
We're probably too close. You hit him. Well, we've moved forward, haven't we? So
Bearing 5.
it's about 250, 300 meters, which is about the arming time it takes. Where are the others? Oh, they're over there. Right. Okay. Let's continue on and sort these guys out. So we've got the 3 rear-facing torpedoes left. Let's add insult to injury. Did that cause any surface disturbance? Oh, it hasn't been the best oh dear. It hasn't been the best attack in the world, has it? He's now blasting it again because he just had this big dong vibrating through the entire ship as that torpedo struck him. But that's okay. Right, we're going to let them settle down and then we'll get ahead of them again, and then we'll have to set up a rear firing shot. That tanker obviously did sink, showed you that, and it was T3 tanker, as we said, for 11,337 tons, which is grand. So it takes us up to 17,922 tons in total, which is 3 ships destroyed, all of which are merchant, and 1 aircraft also. Cool. Right. Well, I think once we do a couple more ambushes, fire the rest of our torpedoes from the rear at this convoy, we're going to skedaddle. Because I think the damage we've got to our boat, you know, all the hydrophones and the bow buoyancy tank, you know, it's all contributing to, especially the hydrophones. It's all contributing to making this very hard for us at the moment to actually track ships when we haven't got visual sight of them. So yeah, we're gonna have to go back and end the patrol and get some repairs done. I think we will be able to spend some renown if we have any. We haven't done too much on this time, but then I'm thinking maybe after that we're not having much luck up here, so we may come down to sort of Gibraltar, Mediterranean mouth, or maybe down to Tenerife, or do the Winston Special, something like that. We'll maybe look for any. Or they're armed ships though, aren't they? Don't really fancy that. We've got the South Atlantic convoys as well. That's quite a long distance. And there's no friendly ports as well, is there? But that could be... Do they actually... I've just had a thought. Do they have any... They don't have any air bases down here, do they? Got an air base there. What have they got? Hurricanes, Sunderlands... no, they've got everything. But then he goes there. So yeah, you could have probably a bit of... Oh no, look. There's going to be a... Give us a coverage, would you be so kind? Oh, so that is going to be covered. So we got all this around the Africa we could potentially do, and obviously the one we're doing up here. So we may change that up a bit because we're not having much luck in the Atlantic, and it's getting a bit frustrating. But you know, it's the same. Could happen in any other location. Right, we are going to. Yeah, follow these boys and see what happens. I'll see you in a few. Welcome back. We're ahead of them.
Tracking new target.
Let's get them locked in again. Quick, I'll bring up the map here so you can see where we are. This ship here is this one here. We're targeting this one, which is the tanker. So you just want this one to go past us quickly. Six. Damn, it's locked onto that one now. No, on that one. You still see that? Yes, you can.
Target marked.
That one. Yes.
Tracking new
Good.
target.
So angle of bow was 36. Probably about 40 now. Track it, please. Thank you. I can hear alarms going off, which is not good. Thousand meters, speed 7 knots. We'll just readjust and recalculate this one. .44. Good, right, torpedo tube 5. You just want to hit. Just want to hit.
Flooding tube 5.
It's going to take us forever to reload. So that should be groovy. Just want to do the range again. Meters. Is that right? Let's just do a quick. That seems okay.
We have a task force inside. Bearing 203.
800 meters. Yes, perfect. Right. Torpedo tube 5. We're going to go for an impact. Down low. Fire.
Tube 5. Closing tube 5. Wird geschlossen.
Actually, we could have probably waited a little bit better to get a bit of better angle on it, but. We've already hit this ship once, don't forget. So it really is us trying to tell them, oi, give up the ghost, go down. Give us some sweet tonnage. Sweet, sweet tonnage.
Torpedo is at that, sir.
Ah, it's the wrong angle! This ship is invincible. That wasn't a terrible angle. Maybe we should have gone magnetic. Ah! Oh, God! Damn this! It's going to take forever and a day. Right. Fine. We've got to bugger off and do something else for a bit. Ah! Right. See you in a bit. Hi everyone, we've got a bit of a development, and a bit of a lucky development at that. There's been a split in the convoy. We're just slowing down now, but you can see the tanker has dropped back, and we're quickly slipping into her visual range. So she's spotted us, but these ships with the guns have zipped on ahead. So, man the deck gun. And DTR, deck gun, go for the water line, fire at will. You can call me Captain Ahab and his whale. Here is my whale. I must sink it. But, oh, there we go. Where did that go? Oh, we're too close. We're too close. DTR. Oh, for God's sake. DTR! Talk to me!
Yes, sir. Secure the deck!
Right. Let's go down. Dive.
Shut down diesel engines! Pressure hull repaired! Pressure hull breach! Diesel propulsion not functional! Pressure hull repaired! Pressure hull taking damage! Pressure hull breach! Pressure hull repaired!
Operational! Radar
Flag operational! 10 meters! Engage electric motors!
Okay, now it's daytime. We've taken a bit of punishment from the. They've obviously called our position in to the RAF and the Maritime Patrol, and they've started to pound us with bombers and aircraft. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge. We still haven't got this freaking torpedo in. Jesus, Mother of God! Oh, it's actually Mary. Jesus, Mary, Mother of God. Anyway, yeah, we are as we are. We're taking more damage. I'm thinking more and more. We're just going to give this one up. This is just a waste of time. But we'll see what the next few minutes bring. Okay, there she is.
Tracking new target.
Hello, baby. My goodness, we've been tracking you for some time now, haven't we? So. Can't quite get. Is that one going to strike us? Let's go forward a little bit. It shouldn't do. It should be fine. It should be fine.
117.
So.
Current speed 0 knots.
.21 degrees bow, 22. That's what I worked out. That's pretty okay. Oh, he's lost the tracking again. Right. We'll go for magnetic.
Torpedo depth set to 10 meters. Magnetic detonator switched on. Magnetic detonator
What we got?
switched
Oh,
on.
it's one of these electric ones. Many captains report trouble with them. Oh, jolly hockey sticks. Good. How's I'm worried about this one here. He should cut a path behind us. Right, as this ship passes by, I'm just going to drop the periscope, just so they lose, because we're in their visibility. So let's watch their eerie silhouette on the water surface as they go by. They may well report us. Has this one got a gun? Just yes, it
New
does.
contact! Merchant
Bugger.
moving fast! Closing! Bearing 1, 2, 1! Long range!
So we'll just have to quickly. Let's flood tube 5, so we're not going to have much time. That's just a single speed, right? Poke a little head up. There she is.
We have a task force inside. Bearing.
Oh, he's lost everything. Look at this.
Target marked.
Angle of bow. Oh, you bugger. It's lost everything. Oh, I thought it'd at least store that. 36. .38 will do. Range is like literally on top of us. meters. Speed 7 knots.
We have a task force inside. Bearing 188.
Okay.
Pressure hull breached. Pressure
Okay.
hull
Fire.
Pressure hull repaired. Current depth 20 meters. We have flooding.
Welcome back, guys. Yeah, they saw us underwater and they've started opening fire on us, and we've taken quite a bit of damage. Right. Even out here. We'll see what damage we have. Chief, are we evening out? There we go. Hold it here, Chief. Wolfram's been injured again. Everyone okay? Hackle, we could... Oh, another 6 days till we can use that. Got a bit of a list going on. Willie, we've got a bit of a list going on. Rig for battle stations. We don't want any, they've got any flood, and we don't want them coming through these hatches. They're here for a reason. Did that close properly? It did. Right. How are we doing? We are holding steady at 36 meters. Oh, good. They fixed that. Whatever that was. Any issues through here? We've got a bit of a list on, haven't we? Right. That's it. Captain Ahab is giving up on Moby, and we are going to go back to port. We got severe damage to this boat, and we'd just be silly just to progress. That torpedo went straight under the ship and continued on. For whatever reason, the sea's calm, but that was deemed the magnetic detonator did not.
Deck gun operational.
Who's been fixing the deck gun when we're being underwater? We're 36 meters underwater. Who on earth has been up there fixing that? Give that man a medal, whoever it is. So yeah, we're taking a bit of a pummeling. What else have we got damaged? We got 1 torpedo loaded in. Crew morale and efficiency has hit rock bottom. They just absolutely hate me at the moment. Everything is looking. The Uzo's destroyed. I don't really care about that, to be honest with you. The attack periscope is damaged. But everything's damaged. Everything's damaged. So we need to go back to port and.
Merchant moving fast, moving away.
Okay, we're going to let them move away. We're going to hold here, do what repairs we can, and then we're going to slowly sidle, tail between our legs, back to base, and look very depressed. So we've got 17 tons we're going back with. It's pretty pathetic, really. We've got 1 torpedo and the deck gun. Should we run into anything, single merchant type thing on the way home, but yeah, it's going to be a long, slow trek home.
Plotting course.
Plotting course. Sound like one of the Fraggles then. Right. We'll begin turning.
Plotting course.
No, we're not going to mess around. We're just going to continue out 36 feet or 36 meters. So we're coming to 32 meters now. And we're going to press on. So I'll probably leave it here for this episode. It's been a bit of a calamity. Oh my goodness me! I need to just maybe I need to take a break and come back here with a fresh vigour for this game. I'm just feeling a little bit run down with it, to be honest with you. So maybe a break may be the best course of action, then we can come back fresh. I don't know, I'll have a think about it. But we'll leave it there, guys. I hope you continue to enjoy this video. If you don't want me to take a break, then make sure you hit that like button. If we get, I don't know, let's go for something ridiculous. If we get 200 likes on this video, even though it hasn't been the best sub-commander on show at all, then I'll know the passion is there for you guys to want to see some more. So, and I'll continue. Maybe I'll just, I don't know, buy myself a bar of chocolate or something. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks ever so much for watching.
0, repaired.
The what was repaired? The Uzo, was that? Oh, right up in my grill. Eric, back off, man. Personal space. I know you're the XO, but geez. Right, we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks ever so much, and I'll see you next time.